What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on Legends of Tomorrow Season 2 Episode 16, Doom's World. Now this episode was a lot of fun. It's my favourite episode of Legends of Tomorrow this season, and also my favourite kind of DC show this week. But first, if you haven't already, please watch this episode before you watch this, as it will have spoilers, predictions and maybe some theories. So the episode started with the Charlie's Angels, the new Charlie Angels in this new reality that Ibard Thorn and the rest of Legion Doom have made. So it started with Sarah Lance and Vixen, as I call her, chasing down a new vigilante who turned out to be Felicity Smoak, who is usually on Arrow, so she had a guest star in this week. It wasn't clear what her character was called. A lot of people throw around Oracle, the Spoiler, and some other names, but I don't know, guys. Let me know, what did you call her? I thought she was quite good on this, but we only seen her for 1 minute. So she was running away from Vixen and Sarah Lance, and she chucked these grenade bombs that kind of exploded. She was running away. She only was in it for about a minute or so, but she jumped down this building onto the stairs and she broke her ankle, and then she was taken to the person in charge, the mayor, who ironically was Damien Dark, if I believe I'm not wrong. But what was interesting is when you went in his office, you could see the token, which is where he got his power from in Arrow season 4. So it's clear that in this new reality, Damien Dark has his powers back. And what is interesting is it appears that everyone's dead in this timeline. The Flash, Arrow, everyone, like Black Canary, every single person. And then Sarah Lance, aka the White Canary, snaps her neck. And when I seen the scene, I felt of all the Felicity supporters crying. And I've not looked online, but I guarantee they're probably moaning on the internet. But it was just cameo roll, so it was a good experiment. Maybe they can pop her up in another show, maybe in Arrow one day. I mean, I'd like to see more of her, although the fact she couldn't really fight at all. And then we got a scene of Damien putting her kind of mask onto the mantle that you could see has Wild Dog, has the Flash, has John Diggle's Magneto kind of a helmet, and some other things. So we see Malcolm Merlin, aka John Barrowman, go to Ibard Thorn and basically ask him for the spear because he wants to rewrite some other things. And then he's like, "I've given your wife back, I gave you Tommy back, and what more do you want?" And it just feels like this is always going to come. The other legends were always going to try and rise above him. But at the end of the day, he's a speedster, so he's always going to come out on top. But what was interesting is the Black Flash was in a cage like a pet. Like the Black Flash was his pet. Which, I don't know, guys, let me know down below. Did you think? I think that was quite funny. So within this new reality, Captain Cold and Heatwave can literally rob every bank without anyone actually doing anything about it. So Heatwave, well, really fast got bored. What's the point of robbing a bank if you don't get caught? So Martin Stein was working for Jefferson, which is kind of funny. Really funny, to be honest, for such a funny episode. So he was building a reactor to blow up the Spear of Destiny to kind of consolidate this timeline forever. So obviously the legends, once they got their memories back, they got their memories back via a kind of a gun that Atom was working on. Bear in mind this time that Atom is a janitor, and then it kind of, you hit it in their head and then they got their memories back. What was funny is every single person, once they got their memory back, smacked Heatwave in the face because he betrayed them, and that was just hilarious. So what didn't make any sense to me, I mean, they kind of got around this by the fact that I was thinking, how is the headquarters going to be Star Labs if the Flash is around? So they killed everyone, all the kind of heroes, and that's what kind of countered it before they had any issues. They tried to get the spear, they got it, they failed. Ibard got it back. Basically, they kept trying to get rid of the spear, and they kept failing. There were some cool fight scenes between Malcolm Merlin and Sarah Lance. That was quite cool. And essentially, Ibard Thorn got his way and he chucked the spear into the reactor. and this kind of Legends hopes were up. And then they spoke about time travel. Obviously, they're not allowed to manipulate time travel, but in this case, they're going to do it. And when we found out where Rip Hunter was, for me, guys, that was absolutely hilarious. He was in a little ship inside Star Labs. It reminded me of a Star Wars scene. I'll put an image above the top, but you can see he's in a little model, in front of in Star Labs building. It's just hilarious, guys. So that's it for this part of the video for the breakdown for episode 16. So what we're going to do now is we're going to play the trailer for the season finale, the season finale Aruba, which is going to have Katie Cassidy back as Laurel Lance in one scene, which is so cool, seeing as we know she's coming back on Arrow, and she's going to be in Arrow season 6. So guys, let me know, what did you think about Felicity Smoak being a hero? I thought it was cool, although she seemed pretty useless, but it was quite funny. So we're going to watch the trailer and then we'll be back, guys.
We have a plan to put reality back as it was.
We have returned to 1916.
The Legends are here. Wait, there are 2 sets of Legends?
We're not imposters!
Guys, we've got company.
Hold on.
Gideon, fire!
Isn't that adorable?
DC's Legends of Tomorrow season finale Tuesday at a special time, 8/7 Central on the CW.
That trailer looks really good. So the episode title is called Aruba, and that's the season finale, which is next Tuesday. It's going to be the only DC CW channel show on next week. It looks like a lot of fun. Katie Cassidy, Laurel Lance will be appearing. So it looks like they're going back to the timeline where they actually made the Spear of Destiny and found the last piece they needed to set the Spear of Destiny off. So when they get there, there's 2 sets of Legends, which is going to be a lot of fun when we get there. We get Malcolm Merlin, Damien Dark, Ibal Thorne, and the rest of the team, and we get 2 sets of Legends. So you see the Legends from the future talking to the Legends in that actual timeline. So it's going to be a lot of fun seeing this, and it must have been really hard to record. And we get more Captain Cold. The more Wentworth Miller, the better, if you ask me. So it looks like it's just going to be an all-out battle to get the Spear of Destiny back for the Legends. And I think it's going to be a bit obvious because they can't keep the current reality. So I think the Legends are going to get the Spear of Destiny back and use it for their own good. But I think whatever happens, the Reverse Flash isn't going to be rewritten out of history. So right at the end of the trailer, we get the Black Flash back. But the Black Flash CGI looks really bad if you compared it to the Black Flash that we seen on The Flash a couple of weeks ago. He looks pathetic. I don't know if this is an old clip that we're seeing, because he just looks horrible, only if you compare it to The Flash. So let me know, guys, in the comments down below, what did you think of last night's episode? What do you think of the trailer for next week's episode? I mean, it doesn't reveal a lot, but we know that the Legends will rewrite history in the manner that they actually want. So before I go, guys, I just want to say my 2,000 subscriber giveaway prize. The competition ends on Friday. All you have to do is comment on the video. It's the Black Flash video. So what do you think is going to happen at the end of this season? Is Black Flash going to destroy Ibard Thorne Reverse Flash and pulling him back into the Speed Force? No, I don't think he is, but it's going to be interesting to see why the Black Flash is in the season finale, and who is excited to see Katie Cassidy, Laurel Lance back on Legends of, well, not back, sorry, being on the Legends Tomorrow for the first time this week, and then we get her back in episode 22 on Arrow, and then she's going to be on Arrow season 6. So it's all looking awesome, but sadly this will be the last episode of Legends of Tomorrow next week for a very long time, and I'm hoping we see Reverse Flash and White Canary appear on Arrow or the Flash before the end of the season. That would be awesome. Anyway, guys, please like, subscribe and comment if you want to, but more importantly if you're new, and I'll catch you in another video. Peace out, guys.